Alright guys, what's going on? It's Alpha Heavy Gamer. Welcome to the channel. So happy April Fool's Day. Let's talk about the event that is going on right now called Mad Thunder. Gaijin puts an April Fool's event on annually, and usually they're testing something. So if you want more details on the event, I'll give you a short rundown, but if you want lots more details on the event, go ahead and check out the website. I'm aiming to really dissect what they're testing here. But in this event, you're going to be exposed to two game modes. One is a free-for-all and one is a team event. This is really looking like a player versus environment kind of extraction looter shooter. So when you first start, you get three types of vehicles with various trade-offs. You get a boar, a porcupine, and a echidna. I think they have different gun calibers. And the aim is, if you're playing the free-for-all, which is the mode I think I like that mode the most so far. You're collecting resources and you're fighting against the other players. You can loot their resources. It'll drop when you destroy them, or you can just go to the zones and get resources that way. And you load up your vehicle and you get to the extraction point, which can be pretty hard because you're fighting against other players and you're also fighting against the environment, meaning the sandstorm that's going to come and wipe out everybody. So it's a little bit tense there, especially as you're trying to get to the extraction point. At various points, I've already seen players that'll just ambush you waiting close to the extraction point so they can kill you and take all the loot that you drop. So the team version is kind of really the same, except for, you have team members that are with you. So, you can probably use them as some sacrificial lambs. And you can get indications of where the enemy is hiding and ready to ambush, because your teammates may run into that and get ambushed. So kind of the same thing. So the format here, the extraction looter shooter format, seems pretty cool. I think Gaijin could use this if their aim is to use this for War Thunder, to generate some different types of modes. The game is a bit stale with basically the kill all melee. Everybody ends up in the middle of the map. If I'm talking about aviation for ground. And it's not everybody in the middle of the map, but it is really an attrition battle. So looking for something a little bit different, even if it's a little bit arcadey, that might be fine with me, especially if the rewards are there, if the rewards are worth it. So this could be really good for, escort protect missions, convoy missions. That's just off the top of my head. Of course, there could be a lot more. But so with the whole thing, you can eventually get up to 7 vehicles. And all the things that you collect, like when you get to the extraction point, all those parts really go into your inventory so you can upgrade your vehicle and you can unlock all of the additional vehicles. So overall, a really good foundation. I like this. I hope Gaijin expands on it. So we talked about the format. Let's talk about the the mechanics of what Gaijin is testing besides the modes. So I do like the resource collection element of this. And I'm thinking maybe Gaijin could be diving deep into the battlefield salvage or scavenge type of mechanic, where you're able to take parts from vehicles that have been destroyed, whether they're the enemy, other players, or from maybe your own vehicles that have been destroyed. Maybe you can bring them back into the lineup, or you could take ammunition or other parts from it. I don't really know where they'll go with this, but it seems like they're looking in that direction from what I saw. So maybe Gaijin's looking at adding a little more depth to the battlefield repair aspect of the game, where they're going to bring in recovery vehicles, repair vehicles, maybe repair points, outside of just you being able to repair your vehicle on the spot. It seems a little like kind of arcadey for that. Maybe they're just going to make it a little bit more realistic when it comes to battlefield repair. So another thing that looks like Gaijin is testing here is the dynamic weather. So obviously with the sandstorm coming in, it impacts the game. I think dynamic weather in some of the matches would add some pretty good inflection points to the match, make it a little bit more tense, maybe some added realism, especially depending on the map. Geography matters. If it's a cold map, jungle, are we going to have rain? We're going to have snowstorms, for the desert, would we have sandstorms? I remember I used to be able to, or I used to get maps where it would rain a lot. I haven't seen a map where it's raining, and it's been so long I can't even remember. Maybe Gaijin removed those, like kind of like they did with night battles for a while. But I do think dynamic weather, especially for aviation, would be really good. But ground battles could really benefit from dynamic weather. It would really drive some tactical choices on what vehicles you would bring out, what type of cast you would bring out. If we're talking about ground battles here, really what kind of weapons you're going to choose to use. Your vehicle have thermal sights or not. So weather, pretty good ad if Gaijin is going that direction. Alright guys, so that's really all I got here. I don't want to make the video longer than it has to be. But what do you think about the extraction looter shooter experiment here? Do you think the game could benefit from that in some type of mode? I mean, we are always asking for new modes. And it's a shame if Gaijin comes up with something and everybody like shoots it down. Maybe just have an open mind. I think it could find somewhere in the game to be relevant. I wouldn't mind playing that mode every now and then. Like I said, especially if the rewards are really good. But let me know what you guys think of this, the Mad Thunder April Fool's event. Let me know what you think Gaijin is actually testing here, if anything. Maybe it's just for fun and they're testing nothing, but I like to look a little bit deeper. And guys, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel and you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. All right, thanks again, and I'll see you in another video.